By now, you've heard of the primary reasons to invest in cryptocurrencies, or crypto in sector vernacular. Tied to the distributed public ledger known as the blockchain, virtual currencies foster true decentralization. Their value is based on market dynamics and don't have influence from centralized authorities like the Federal Reserve. Additionally, they're trading 24/7, 365 days a year, and are open to virtually anyone with internet access. However, the main bullish case for the crypto market this time around may not have anything to do with the sector itself. Rather, virtual currencies can potentially skyrocket because they're not stocks. Don't think that investors can jump a market through negative thinking? Well, consider the recent presidential election. Did people vote for President Joe Biden, or did they vote against President Donald Trump? There is a difference there, and my bet is on the latter. But there's also an investment-related reason for people to eschew equities for cryptos. And that's the bearish broadening wedge formation that's developing in the Standard & Poor's 500 index. The S&P 500 index is a market capitalization-weighted index of the 500 largest US publicly traded companies. Yes, I'm talking about technical analysis, and yes, I understand that many folks believe this methodology is as good as horse manure. However, CNBC showcased Sven Henrik, founder and lead market strategist at Northman Trader, who warned that because of the broadening wedge, the S&P 500 could suffer a major drop back in September 2019. I mean, how right was he? Even more alarming, we're not done with the wedge's implications, which bolsters the case for these crypto wagers to consider. You might be thinking that precious metals would represent a better haven than crypto assets. Though this is valid reasoning, you must appreciate the emerging generation's ethos. They're all about lightning-quick conveniences and the world, literally, at their fingertips. Stocks just aren't going to cut it, which is why I'm bullish long-term on virtual currencies. Hang around various crypto communities, and it won't be long until you come across a recurring theme. Hardcore proponents love talking about decentralization. After all, this concept is what allows virtual currencies to break free from the hegemony of the global banking system. And don't treat this last statement as a conspiracy theory. It's not called fiat currencies for nothing. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Make Money Online. If you're new here, welcome. It's great to have you around. Today, our topic is about XRP mooning in the coming months. I mean, the same thing has been said for all altcoins, but for XRP particularly, all hopes are up. And what's more intriguing is how the Bitcoin price could put this movement in effect. People won't see it coming. This is huge news that you don't want to miss. Stick around until the end of this video if you're curious about the topic. I'm also going to be hitting you with some cool price predictions for XRP, and there's a lot more to learn about this interesting coin. And right here, we'll give you the latest news. So be sure to like this video, leave a comment down there, and subscribe to our channel to get more content like this. You can also turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified the moment we upload a new video. Check out some of our previous videos as well if you're interested about XRP, and let's dive right in. Logically, you can expect some controversy over Ripple. Because XRP is kind of tied to a centralized institution, these altcoins are not mineable. Instead, their supply is managed by human operators. Right there, this takes away from the street cred associated with crypto assets. At the same time, Ripple offers a viable channel to replace cumbersome, inconvenient, and expensive wire transfers. That's especially the case for microtransfers, where the denomination of transferred currency is so small that it's not worth considering for traditional exchanges. So hate on XRP all you want, at least there's some fundamental value here. Further, Ripple looks like it's performing a bullish pennant formation, similar to that of Bitcoin's chart. If so, don't be surprised if XRP takes off. Institutional investors have continued to pump money into cryptocurrency investment products in the first quarter of this year, according to a report by CoinShares. The inflows of $4.2 billion in the first quarter have broken the previous record of $3.9 billion made in the fourth quarter of 2020. According to Cointelegraph, NYDIG CEO Robbie Gutmann recently told listeners of the On the Brink podcast to brace for a slew of announcements by the firm's strategic partners. Gutmann said the announcements could bring new levels of Bitcoin adoption, Bitcoin availability, Bitcoin products, and services within the existing traditional financial landscape. While new products and services may attract fresh investors that are a positive sign, traders should also keep an eye on the price of Bitcoin. In a bull market, every positive development is cheered by a sharp rise in price. However, when the price stops reacting positively to favorable news, it is a sign of exhaustion. That does not guarantee a change in trend, but being watchful could safeguard traders for the short-term pain. XRP has a really good chance to get to 65 cents. Tons of analysts keep saying that once XRP reaches 80 cents, that would be the catalyst to push it above $1. Hence, that means that whatever activities that XRP would have, or whatever price increase between its current price of 51 cents and 80 cents might not matter functionally. I mean, it would be good to watch and track the growth, but basically any mind-blowing rise to above $1 would require that shoot up to 80 cents first. Hence, that would be the catalyst for the action. More excitingly, XRP is set to be skyrocketing. However, I think that XRP will move with the rest of the market and hit its all-time high. XRP jumped above the 50 cents overhead resistance on March 17th, but the long wick on the candlestick suggests the bulls could not sustain the higher levels. This shows that traders are closing their positions on every minor rally. The flat movement averages and RSI near the midpoint suggest the XRP-USD pair could remain range-bound between 35 cents and 50 cents for a few more days. If the bulls want to gain the upper hand, they'll have to push and sustain the price above 50 cents overhead resistance. If that happens, the pair could rally to 65 cents. Alternatively, if the bears sink the price down to 35 cent support, it could lead to panic selling. The next support on the downside is 25 cents and then 17 cents. Another piece of news from FX Streets tells us that the recent turn in the SEC versus Ripple case could actually boost the price of the coin up by 60%. A letter sent to Judge Analyst, the U.S. District Judge of the Southern District of New York, addressed that the SEC's anticipated motion to strike Ripple lacks fair notice. The distributed ledger startup also added that the regulatory agency allowed XRP to flourish without providing legal clarifications. Ripple stated that such a motion is meritless and is disfavored in the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. While the meritless claim was just the start, Ripple provided additional information on why the SEC's move to strike the defendant's lack of fair notice defense will not be valid. Although the lawsuit could go either way, XRP's price looks primed for an upswing. It's seen a massive 33% correction in the last month. The downswing comes as the remittance token created the third higher high since late December 2020. Interestingly, the recent retracement also formed the third swing low since then. An ascending parallel channel seems to form when the swing highs and lows are connected using trend lines. During that 33% pullback, this crypto came extremely close to breaching this technical formation's lower boundary. However, the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level at 43 cents seems to have done an excellent job preventing XRP price from dropping lower. The presence of state trend support formed by the Momentum Reversal Indicator, or MRI, around 38 cents also provides XRP a foothold to climb higher. Hence, a bounce from the channel's lower trend line seems more than likely. If this were to happen, XRP's price could surge by 63% to 75 cents, where the MRI's breakout line is currently hovering at. A spike in bullish pressure leading to a decisive close above this level would be highly bullish for this altcoin. The token could then surge to $1.18, coinciding with the 127.2% Fibonacci. Regardless of the strength of the aforementioned support barriers, a swift breakdown of the 36-cent level due to an unforeseen event could spell disaster for XRP, invalidating the whole bullish outlook. The bearish impulse could trigger a 20% sell-off to the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level at 30 cents. Ripple started 2021 with the price trading at 23 cents, which was a really bad start. And this was just at the beginning of the whole SEC versus Ripple thing. Now it's in a tight range as investors keep focusing on the performance of the yield market. XRP price is trading at around 52 cents, which is about 3.5% above where it was in the past 72 hours. Its market cap has remained relatively stable at $21 billion and has dropped to become the 7th largest digital currency in the world. After rebounding on the 17th of March, the price of most cryptocurrencies retreated in the American session as bond yields rose. The yield on the 10-year rose to 1.7%, while that of the 20-year rose to 2.5%, even after the Federal Reserve said that it would not hike rates. That's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you get updates whenever we post new videos. In this light, do you think XRP has the potential to reach the aforementioned goal of $1 in the coming months? Or do you think things would go the other way? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And please remember to check some of our previous videos out as well. See you next time.